The case has been adjourned until Friday, while the Deputy Chief Magistrate Mark Wellington reviews the matter. Warner is resisting extradition on U.S. charges of racketeering, wire fraud, and money laundering in the FIFA corruption case. U.S. prosecutors allege that South Africa funneled $10 million back in 2008 to Warner and to other FIFA executives as payment for them to support its successful bid to host the 2010 Football World Cup.
The pace of events seems to be picking up again in the FIFA scandal. Just last week we heard that the US Attorney General was predicting more arrests, and then the Secretary General Jerome Valcke was suspended and relieved of his duties. On Monday, news that former Vice President Jack Warner is one step closer to being extradited from his native Trinidad. He is fighting the process, but the Attorney General there has signed the authority to proceed documents.
We'll have more on the Jack Warner story later on during the CBC Sports World at 8:30. The West Indies cricket team will need a new manager come first thing next year. That's because the International Cricket Council has appointed former West Indies captain Sir Richie Richardson to the elite panel of ICC match referees. He will replace Sri Lanka's Roshan Mahanama, who stepped down last week. Richardson will take over the match referee's role after he has finished his current assignment as the West Indies cricket team manager, which will end with the Sydney Test against Australia starting January 3rd, 2016. Now, following his appointment, Richardson said that he was excited and honoured to have been selected for one of the most important jobs in cricket. He has been the West Indies cricket team manager since January 2011. There was plenty action on the opening night of the Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Monarchs of the Court road tennis competition. Playing at the Flow Sports Club in Wildy, 8 matches were completed. CBC's Damien Best reports on some of those encounters.
This is Alexander Clark closest to the screen versus Simeon Harewood. Harewood stretching Clark, who finds the net. However, Clark worked his way into rhythm. Forearm smash, too much. Then this cross-court winner. A beauty. Harewood stuck with it and waited until Clark made the mistakes. Clark going for the forearm drive, off the net and out. Harewood didn't have it easy, going on to take the first game in this 2 best-of-3 matchup, 26-24. But in the second, Clark made no mistake, getting out to an early lead. Harewood trying to fight back, 15-18 now. Clark shutting the door on his opponent, taking the second, 21-15. The all-important third now, Clark benefiting from a number of errors. Harewood missing an open court. Set point, Clark taking the third, 21-12. Second game, Julian Cullimore in black up against Simon Bain. You've got to love road tennis. Not sure what that was about, but Bain said thank you so much. Bain keeping Cullimore on a string from left to right, then the winner. But Bain actually found a way to beat himself in the first game. Too many unforced errors. Bain narrowly avoiding a sow in the opener. Cullimore, a flair for the theatrics. I call it the eagle forearm winner. Cullimore taking the first game, 21-11. Excellent footwork. In the second, Bain facing an early exit sends Cullimore scrambling. Bain eventually getting his act together in the second game, 21-12. Finishes with a smash. So the third game to decide the winner then. Cullimore in the spotlight and shining like a star. Cross-court winner. Bain had a mental relapse of the first game. Lots of unforced errors as Cullimore raced to a healthy lead, 11-2. And indeed, Cullimore would secure the set, winning the third game. Bain narrowly avoiding another sow, 21-10. What a matchup. In the third encounter, Dwayne Lynch in grey disposed of Anderson Smith in 3 games, 21-16, 11-21, 21-10. A good night of road tennis action. Damien Best, CBC Sports.
Thanks, Damien. And the action continues tonight with 7 matchups scheduled in the round of 32. New Zealand were given a serious scare by Argentina in their opening match of the Rugby World Cup yesterday in England. Wales were also less than impressive in their opening victory, laboring to a 54-9 win over Uruguay, while Samoa beat the United States.
A stunning opening weekend of action ended at Wembley Stadium in London.